to the country's energy constraints in order to create a conducive environment for growth. We will also continue the fourth window of the Renewable Energy Independent Power Producers Program to take advantage of wind, solar, biomass, and other technologies that increase the opportunity for rural development.
All right, there you have it. President Jacob Zuma, during the State of the Nation address, emphasizing the need for energy innovations in order to boost the economy and for people to take up opportunities in the industry. Joining us now is Asanda Makanda. She is the director of Manoa Holdings, a company specializing in energy infrastructure and services. Good to have you on the program. Welcome.
Thank you, Leanne.
All right, so what do we mean when we talk about alternative energy sources? I mean, the things that the president was talking about.
Well, we have our conventional energy, which is mainly the electricity, and then we have renewable energy, which is mainly what he's addressing at the moment. And that will be our energy from the sun, which is renewable in solar, and then from the wind, when we're talking about wind turbines, and hydro and biomass.
Yeah.
And
so
etc.
He spoke about the fact that we need this energy to grow our economy. Is it hampering our economy right now?
Well, it has been one of the contributing factors to our downturn locally. There are other factors as well, yes.
Yeah. In what way? What is the problem? Where are we lagging behind?
Well, the main thing is the fact that we have a shortage, and it's one of the things he touched on quite a bit as well, that we're running out of power, we don't have enough supply, and if we look at the 2008 outages, that resulted to quite a lot of mining companies downscaling in terms of their production, and that affected retail and many other sectors as well.
Yeah, well, it certainly did, and many people bring up Eskom as an example of it hampers the growth when it comes to businesses wanting to. I mean, I just go back to those days when we were having blackouts, and these days they may not be classified as blackouts, but they're still happening. In fact, somebody tweeted me now and said, we heard what you're going to be talking about on the program, how things are going to be changed with the new minister and bringing in the whole energy conversation, and then her electricity went out, and they've got a blackout in the entire area, which is highly ironic. What do we need? What alternatives do we need to try and control the situation?
Well, there's many technologies. I think right now South Africa is talking solar, and I think, as you mentioned, that Eskom has been making efforts to diversify supply, and the focus has been building smaller independent power producers to assist with the shortage in power supply. But generally, I think it is up to the individual households, it is up to the individual businesses to also make a plan in terms of utilizing the existing technologies to run some of their critical loads.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's everyone's responsibility, as Eskom has been punting.
I mean, solar geysers are expensive.
Solar water heaters,
yes. They're very, very, very expensive, and a lot of people saying that they're not really work as well as that we promised that they will work. So I'm not certain yet. I'm not convinced that's the route to go, although we're being told that is the route to go. What do you think? Do you think that is the way to go?
Solar water heaters, they work.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the installation, and it depends on the size. And I think it's growing pains. There's new industry players, and with time we become more skilled in terms of how we implement the solution. Yeah. But generally, that technology focuses on just heating your water. Yeah. And then once we're talking about solar panels, then we're talking about your electricity that will go through the power lines, and it runs your lighting as well as your microwave. Yeah. So that technology works as well. So I think right now it is a new industry in South Africa, and I think there is a need for us to just grow in terms of the skills capacity, and therefore the implementations will also improve.
Yeah. The president also speaking a lot about nuclear energy. and going in that direction. Do you think that's the right direction for South Africa to take?
Well, nuclear we're talking about coal, and there's talks about coal, us not having enough coal in South Africa. And that power generates, the coal basically supports our base load. It generates power for our base load. And then we talk about renewable energy, which cannot run. The base load is basically electricity that can run throughout the day. And then we're talking about the sun, and we're talking about the wind. We know we don't have the sun the whole day. So we need an alternative that's able to supply the base load. And right now, nuclear seems to be the best alternative.
Yeah.
So
let's just start wrapping this up, because I know that one of the reasons that you came in was to talk about being in this sector and in this industry. And we know that there's a massive focus on the industry. But in terms of students wanting to move into the energy sector, to study this, to find a job in it, are there great opportunities available?
There's plenty of opportunities. I think there's quite a few universities that are offering the course. You can go mainstream, initially engineering, and then when you're looking at your postgraduate, you can become more focused into renewable or any other alternative. But there's many opportunities, and I've heard that there's some FET colleges as well that are offering those courses. And obviously through the government SETAs, you're able to be placed in the right institution and get the necessary training.
Yeah.
Hands-on.
Thank you for the advice, and hopefully people are listening, and young, bright minds out there can come in and offer us some great solutions, because that's what we need at this point in time.
Definitely.
Asanda Makanda is a director of Manoa Holdings, and this, of course, is specializing in energy infrastructure and services. Thanks for being our guest on the program.
Thank you, Lina.
All right, it's 5 minutes before 7, and that's, I suppose, just a